Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Chinaza's Life. For those of you who may be new here, or if you are a returning subscriber, I first want to say thank you so much for tuning in with me today and taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So guys, if you couldn't already tell what this video is about, today I will be walking you guys through the process of how I installed these 36-inch faux locks on myself. And trust me y'all, this tutorial is going to be real beginner friendly, so if you've never done a crochet hairstyle on yourself, you have no worries because I'm going to walk you through each step of the process, from the hair that I used to what tools I used to how I sectioned my hair and all that good stuff. And also, as a sidebar, this is actually the 36-inch Bobby Boss new lock hair that I have in right now, and it actually came in the pack already being 36 inches, so I didn't have to do like any extended thing where I'm adding in another piece of hair to make the lock longer essentially. So that's also a pro. I'll definitely make sure to link down all the hair that I use down in my description box below, so definitely be sure to check that out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into why you clicked on this video in the first place. Y'all want to see how I was able to get this hair, right? So go ahead and keep watching and let's go ahead and get into this. I'll be starting off with already clean hair and going in with this As I Am double buttercream, just basically moisturizing my hair, making sure that it's nice and soft and ready to go for detangling. Then, as you can see here, I begin detangling, kind of finger detangling in combination with using the comb. And normally I would go in section by section to detangle. However, y'all, I knew it was already going to be a long process, so I was being kind of lazy with it. However, my hair was damp, so I knew that I was good to go. And now that my hair is all moisturized and detangled, we're ready to go and start braiding. So I actually started braiding off camera just because it was a little difficult to record, but in order to braid the back of my head, I wanted to make sure that it was especially clean, especially neat, so I actually used a 2-mirror setup to be able to see what I was doing, while at the same time make sure that the parts were as straight as possible. Right here, I'm working in some shine and jam to my hair, and as you can see, just running my fingers through it to make sure that the product is equally distributed through my hair. And even though this process was a little bit painstaking, just having to go in piece by piece and making sure that my parts were nice and clean, I think that it does you so good in the long run, just being able to section and know exactly where you'll be looping your crochet into. Something essential that I did just to ensure extra clean parts, really when it came to the front, was actually going ahead and sectioning my hair, but then twisting it, and this is without the product, twisting it first before, just to make sure that I had equal parts for real. You'll want to make sure, especially when it comes to the front of your head, that you're taking your time to make sure that these parts are straight and that they're clean, because y'all, these are the pieces that will be seen the most. So this actually took me 2 days just because y'all, my fingers were tired, so I'm just going ahead and finishing up these braids. Now it is time to start looping in the crochet, and y'all, you're going to want to make sure to put in the needle flat and also open so that you're able to easily latch on the hair. Once you have the hair latched on, you're going to close the hook and pull the hair through, and it should go through your hair cleanly. There shouldn't be any pain or any pulling. Now that the hair has been pulled all the way through, what you're going to do is open up the loop, and now that the loop is open, grab that piece of the lock and essentially pull it all the way through. Now that the hair has been pulled through the loop, you're just going to go ahead and secure this, bringing it as close as possible to your actual hair without it being too tight or too much pulling. So I'm going to share with you all a painful mistake that I made, which was basically, as you can see here, putting in the crochet hook, but then adding in the hair that I'll be using to wrap around my hair into the crochet hook and pulling that through. Since I am very tender-headed, and also since my hair is short, this was just a lot of tension on my scalp, and I basically had to end up doing everything all over as far as the wrapping of the hair. Even though this method of crocheting in the hair and then wrapping didn't work for me, I did want to show you guys my wrap pattern though, which is basically making sure that the hair is all fluffed out, and as you can see, just holding down a piece of my hair while also consistently making sure that the hair is spread out enough as to cover especially crucial parts like this, like covering my actual hair. So after about a week of wear and still experiencing pain and extreme discomfort, I basically decided that it was time to try a different wrapping method. So as you can see here, the hair was actually not looped into my head. This time around, I actually split the hair that I'm wrapping with into two. So I'm gonna go ahead and all those pieces that were just in my hand is what I'll be wrapping around. So the piece of the lock, the piece of the wrapping hair, and the piece of my actual hair will be wrapped around. And I'm doing that same thing of separating the hair, especially when it comes to the front pieces. And in doing so, you want to make sure to wrap all the way around so that it kind of looks like it's growing from your head. And y'all, my scalp is looking a little crusty because I got all this product build up from my leave-in conditioner, but trust me, it's still clean. So as you can see here, I essentially just make sure that the hair is nice and tight and nice and secure. Essentially, the tighter that you pull, the thinner that the braid will be as it's kind of shaping it, the harder that you pull. And you're gonna wanna make sure that as you're going through, again, that you're just kind of separating the hair, even if just a little bit, just to allow for a more seamless look. Once you reach the end of that first piece of the wrapping hair, you're essentially going to want to make sure that when you start to use the second one, that where you finished your loop at is where you begin to wrap around. So this will go ahead and just keep everything the same cohesive size. And yeah, guys, just repeat this all over your head and you'll be done. Again, if you're tender-headed or if you have shorter hair, I definitely would suggest this second method versus the first, because y'all, like, I literally was in pain every single night and I was wondering, like, I thought this was supposed to be a light hairstyle, like, why does my head hurt so much? And the reason why was really just that my hair couldn't handle all the tension, all that pulling, especially that this hair is 36 inches long. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned with me up until this point. I hope that you were able to enjoy this video, seeing the process of how I was able to put this hair in. And y'all, as I noted before, I just want to stress and emphasize that if you do have shorter hair like myself, definitely make sure to wrap the hair around versus looping it in and then wrapping around, because y'all, the pain that I was feeling, I was like, wait a minute, I thought everyone said that this hairstyle didn't hurt. How come it's hurting me so much? That was why. If my short hair is being pulled down by the gravity, it's gonna hurt way more if it's actually attached to my head. So I saved y'all from making that mistake by making that mistake myself. My scalp is low-key still feeling that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also make sure to go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Be sure to go ahead and also tap that bell to turn on post notifications so that you can be notified when I am posting a new video or posting a poll or just posting an image, different things like that. If you're not following me over on Instagram, I've said it once and I'll say it again, y'all are missing out. Like, literally the behind the scenes, everything, exclusive content is over on my Instagram, and you can find me over there at Chinaz's Life. And also, y'all, I am over on TikTok and you can find me over there at Chinaz's Life as well. And if you're not following me over on Twitter, you can go ahead and find me on Twitter at Chinaz's Lens. So with that being said, that brings me to the end of this video. So definitely make sure to stay tuned for my upcoming videos, y'all, especially as it relates to this hairstyle, because trust me, it may be November right now, but the amount of time that it took to put this hair in, I'm about to be wearing it for a few weeks. So you can definitely expect some styling videos as it relates to this hair. So again, be sure to have your post notifications on so that you can be notified when those videos are going up. And that's all I got for today, y'all. 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 Hey, hey. I wish you all well. Make sure to stay blessed, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you back for my next one.